Okay. So, is everything cool? Are you ready?
Um, Give me like maybe 10 or 15 seconds. Because it's at the part where the loading bar is completely full and it's green, but the
Oh.
game hasn't actually started. And now it has started. Yeah, you can go now.
Alright, welcome everyone. This is Steve Bud here, doing his first cast. First cast ever. And I'm joined here with my old buddy blaqkbud, as I like to call him.
Howdy there, friend.
And this is a game between Space Hulk here in the bottom left corner as the blue Force Commander, and let's see, we got some Harrystreams over here on the right as a red Commissar Lord. And this is a pretty long match. It's 36 minutes, so I'm pretty pumped to see some pretty cool shenanigans, maybe.
Yeah, maybe some nukes and comebacks in there. Who knows? We'll
Yep, some pretty clutch Valkyrie strikes. I'm hoping, to be honest. And I'm pretty excited to see the Force Commander play. I seriously, dude, I just love watching him with like Librarian running around with like a hammer. It's my favorite. Anyways, let's get this on the. Huh? What?
Oh, I was about to say, meanwhile, me as a commissar, that's like my worst nightmare running around.
Oh yeah, dude. Like I haven't seen a good Commissar like game ever, I think.
Yeah, he's really underrepresented in the current player pool. But anyway.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get this started. I'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. So, Space Hulk here. Do you think there would be any like viable like scout builds versus IG, or is it just like really dumb to not go tax first off?
You gotta get at least one tack, but I think like getting 2 scout squads is completely fine, especially if you follow it up with a devastate. Tacks get a lot worse in tier 2 with the Chimera 2x Guardsman Plasma Blob that always goes around, so the scouts actually do end up being pretty dang good.
Yeah, but like, dude, the tax are so strong in like these first engagements, and like, if you actually like are strong enough and like aggressive enough to like do something with those, it's super valuable, especially since he's going Sentinel.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kraken bolts go up on our first engagement here as the tacks decide to pop them and then run away.
Run away. That's cool. We have hero on hero action over here.
Yeah, Commissar should lose this every single time. Even with that bubble. Nice little scent stop there. You really want to take those tacks out of the fighter.
Yeah, that was a good like
retreat.
force retreat for sure, especially this early.
Yeah. And now he's just going to be able to kite this Force Commander all day.
Yeah, so they changed the Artificer. Is it Artificer or Armor of Alacrity, right? For Force Commander, it's like 30 power now.
Yeah, but it did get a nice boost from back in the day. Ooh, really nice move up here. This is something a lot of IG players could take note of. You really want to get that set decapping rec points early, because it really does make a huge difference economy-wise, even more so than hunting models. So this decap is really clutch by Harry.
Yeah, especially he took advantage of like, forcing the tax off, so there's nothing to really like screw up the Sentinel from doing that.
Yeah, exactly. He's also got his side of the map capped up pretty well, which with that decap, Space Hulk doesn't have at all. And that middle rec point as well, so he's doing real well.
Yeah, he does have the middle rec point. I'm surprised no one has the middle or the lower power. I usually find that to be like actually really important when I play on this map.
Yeah, same. Neither of the middle powers or the middle VP. Harry's devoting a lot to this push on the generators.
But I think this dev by Space Hulk is a really good idea.
Yeah.
Like I feel
sure. Especially Commissar.
Yeah, totally. I feel like devs against IG in general are usually pretty good. Like maybe not against like Inquisitor, but I don't know. You can go 2 devs and still like totally own IG. Because all I have against it is like,
And speaking of 2 devs,
yeah, exactly. Here we go, 2 devs, and the Catagen's like, yeah, sweet, you can knock one back, but it doesn't do any damage, and you can just reset it up like instantly. It's not a big deal.
yeah, and the Commissar helps with nothing in Tier 1 against devs. Like, he just doesn't really bring anything to the table against suppression.
Yeah.
So this is a smart build from Space Hulk, even though it's not going to allow him to really push out much of it at all.
But it's
nice turret placement.
yeah,
as well.
it's really nice with the aggressive IG. I don't really see it too often at all, to be honest. Like maybe like 1 out of every 5 games I play against IG, I see a turret, maybe. But they're so good. They do a lot of DPS, man.
Yeah, and they're super cheap, and you can salvage them. Like, why not just throw one down when you get a good position like this? It's so smart. And it's really gonna pay off for him here, it looks like. Because those devs are gonna do nothing to be able to push up on that. He's gonna have to at least come around from a flank to really cost-effectively push that.
Yeah, the Force Commander's doing a number on those Catagens, though, for sure.
Yeah. And the Commissar's doing a number on those tacks in turn.
Oh yeah, he's getting the sword upgrade on the Commissar.
Yeah, that's a really smart upgrade. Only 20 power, big boost in DPS, and power.
He gets
melee,
the
so
charge ability,
no
right?
reason not to get it. Yeah, boosts his speed and gives him like the battle cry like damage boost as well.
He's gotta be careful though, yeah.
So Space Hulk is in a really good position here to take out that turret, despite the fact that he just got his gen farm wiped.
Yeah, and if he was interested in like being really aggressive, he could have gone flamers on tax and like instantly taken out the turret and then pushed. I mean, since he's like a 2 dev build, like there really wouldn't be too much to stop him from doing that if he could set his devs up properly, you know.
Yeah, I don't think this is a good setup for the devs right now because they're not really accomplishing anything at all, and they're completely open to a flank.
Yeah, and yeah, they're both just there.
Troops to do it.
They're looking at the same spot.
Yeah. And maybe that's the COH in me, but I'm just like recoiling at that idea. Why would you ever do that?
I guess he just melee'd that
So
down.
I don't think. Yeah, no salvage either.
Oh, it wasn't?
I may be wrong.
Yeah, I couldn't
I
tell.
saw red XP. If only the UI had a clear indicator of when it was salvaged, like other games.
I need to be spoon-fed information.
Exactly. And we've got our first booby trap going down in the middle from the Catechins as the Force Commander pushes up the left.
Still no Scout Sergeant, so... And it's in the retreat path, so... Does it do that much damage on retreat? I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, it does. Like, you want to lay those in retreat paths, even more so than on point.
Interesting. Alright, well, Space Hulk's going T2 already. That's pretty cool. Harry's just floating a lot of wreck. I guess he's just saving to go T2 as well. Alright, here we go.
Nice little flank going from Harry, although he's going to get stonewalled hardcore by those double devs.
By the double devs looking the same direction.
Again, I don't understand that.
No, he's just waiting for the Sentinel to walk in and get totally shit on by 2 devs. I understand. I get it.
Fair.
I mean, that's the #1 reason, like, I would go devs against IGs, just to, like, poop on the Sentinel.
Yeah,
because
they can't really push it off very effectively.
Yeah, there's nothing more annoying than a fucking Sentinel. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, a good player with like 1 Sentinel is pretty bad, especially like, you know, if they were to go 2 or 3. It's a nightmare. It's literally a nightmare.
Oh yeah. So we saw Space Hulk tech in Tier 1 pretty damn hard. And now his tech is coming to fruition with this Razorback. Meanwhile, Harry's not even in Tier 2 yet, and he's floating massive wreck. If Space Hulk is smart, we're going to be seeing a Sergeant upgrade almost immediately right now on his Scout Squad to prep for that inevitable Storm Squad.
Yeah.
Because why would Harry never not get Storm Squad in this circumstance? And I think he's already got it queued up. There it is.
Oh, the scouts go down to the IED.
Oh, snap. Nice.
That was
Yeah,
insane.
That's why you put it on retreat paths, boys and girls.
Yeah, that was a good call, I guess. Oh, this Sentinel's gonna go down. I was gonna say, man, he should go missiles. It totally counters Razorbacks, but he loses the Sentinel. But I guess, you know, he got scouts for it.
Kinda, sorta. But you really want to keep that Sen alive.
And there goes a Guardsman squad.
Whoa,
Just gets flamed down and, like, punched by 2 dev squads. I don't...
Meanwhile, this commissar is finally forced off. He was having some fun in there for a while, though.
Hang on. Well, he does have the Stormtroopers, which will be cool. Will really counter that Razorback.
Yeah, Meltas are up.
How fast will he kill the Razorback when he melts it?
Oh, insanely fast. If you
So,
get
like,
that melt
instantly?
off, it's
Yeah.
almost automatic. Yeah, but he's got those scouts with the sergeant now, as I was mentioning. So he should be fine against that. Meanwhile, he's also Space Hulk is also getting off a very nice Gen Bash. So Harry's kind of in a bad way right now.
I'd like to see him put the scouts in the Razorback, just so his Razorback is like always with stealth detection.
Yeah. I mean, if he's smart, those should always be near the Razorback to just explosive shot back the storms when they're coming.
You know, he can just jump out and do it.
Oh yeah. Harry won't know it hit.
But both players don't have like a power farm at all, so it's kind of strange. Harry's still floating an insane amount of wreck. He's got 600 and only 15 power. I don't know. I might, like, what is he going to do? Get another Stormtrooper or something? He's just floating so much. Or just, like, instantly rebuild his power farm.
Oh, there you go. Another Stormtrooper.
Oh,
and
there you
the
go.
Assault Kit Stormtrooper could be pretty good against this, because they should be able to, like, pick at those devs from long range. But you still got the problem of spotting for him.
Yeah, as long as he has LOS, he can outrange him.
Yeah, so that's a decent call. I mean, like, we've acknowledged he's in a pretty crappy position, but this is the best he can do. Ooh, and this Razorback's in a bad way. Nice flare. Very nice flare.
Yeah.
And he should just force melee with those cats.
Oh, he got the Melta off.
Yeah, and he's got the Melta-gun on the cats.
Yeah, I think that Razorback is done.
Oh, that's going down. Yup. Ooh, and he's gonna get out with, like, all models on that cat squad, too. That's insane.
Yeah, man, Cadgens, they do that.
Retreat nade. So he made him.
So Stormtrooper, that was Stormtroopers, right?
Yeah, Stormtroopers dead.
Jeez,
So
and he's coming out with the third one.
On the way right now. I mean, hey, they're only wreck. Might as well. Although, in Harry's estimation, he should probably be getting a power point at some point soon if he wants to stay alive.
I was gonna say, like, he doesn't have his massive, like, wreck lead anymore. It's totally gone, and Space Hulk does have a full power farm.
Yeah.
But still, he's not backing up his devs with, like, he's just putting them both on, like, at the same point. Like, this is really making me pissed off now.
Yeah, he's just A-moving them, it feels like. He really should be having one cover the other, and then you can bounce them around between each other.
Exactly. Like, even when he had the Razorback, he should have had one inside, and then one just, like, in the Razorback's, like, escape path, you know?
Exactly. And I mean, like, just that little bit of extra micro would shut down basically anything Harry tried to do right now. And we've got a second Razorback coming out now, which I think is a good call, honestly. It's going to do real well against these upgraded storms, but it looks like Harry hasn't upgraded one of his squads, which is a very good call on his part. You never want to be pigeonholed and unable to get a Melta squad. So it may be just Space Hulk gambling that Harry upgraded both of them and trying to exploit it. So that's not going to pay off for him at all there.
Yeah, and I mean, like, he does have 2 devs. Like, getting a second Razorback is still good as long as he defends it with one of the devs. Like, that's all he needs to do, and that Razorback is going to totally pay off.
Yep. Well, I guess both of the devs works as well, as he loads them all in there.
He shouldn't load both of them in there. That's bad.
And he needs the scouts with it.
Put the scouts in there, bro. I mean, if he's going for a melee dev build, this will work.
Uber pro melee dev build. He should have detonated that IED. Would have been an FC kill.
Yeah, totally. I didn't catch that, but yeah. He's like, what, 10% health maybe?
Yeah, that's an easy kill right there. It also knocks back, and he had an assault kit storm there. Would have been able to DPS him down, even if he had a bit more health.
So Harry's only power node is this bottom one. He doesn't even have his natural.
Yeah, we'll see if he drops gens on it.
I don't know if he could.
He's pretty committed hardcore to tier 2 right
Yeah.
now. Like, it might be counterintuitive to drop gen.
Like, I don't know, he might stay in tier 2, get another stormtrooper or maybe a dev himself or whatever. Heavy weapons team.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. And I mean, look at that. He's got the Razorback covered by devs with the scouts, and the stormtroopers can't do crap against that.
Yeah, they're not getting anywhere near that.
Very nice. An interesting map split scenario, though, with Harry controlling like the bottom half of the map and the Space Hulk controlling the top. Very, very curious. You don't usually see that in games.
Yeah, I'm surprised that the VPs are so close too, to be honest.
Yeah, Space Hulk has got to do a better job of staying on top of that. He's got a very large advantage right now, I would say, if he plays it right. And so there's no reason. Oh, that
almost.
Idea was right, but yeah.
Yeah, there should be no reason why he's like right now he only has 1 VP.
Yeah, and he's got an isolated Razorback, which is going to
and
die.
that second Razorback is gonna eat it.
As will the Scouts, which is a big, big loss.
Where were the scouts? I didn't catch that.
They were more towards where the devs were, and they just got focused down with the late retreat.
Yep, there's a 3rd stormtrooper. Like, what did I say? That's right, 3.
Yep. Alright, so you're Space Hulk right now. You've just lost your 2nd Razorback and Scout Squad. What would you go for if you were playing it?
I don't know. Maybe Lib, to be honest. I mean, he is tier 3 though, so he can go like anything. He doesn't have like that much power. He has a lot of wreck. How much red does he have? 390? I don't know.
Yeah, enough for turn.
Yeah, he could just go terms.
Force melee the Force Commander.
I don't know. To be honest, I would go librarian and then terms. He doesn't have any vehicles. You can just smite everything. Use all the sweet librarian abilities. Especially you have devs. Like, it would complement them even more too.
Oh yeah, just like that Veil of Time dev is still grossly underused.
Yeah,
It's so good.
Oh no, my dev is in trouble. It's tied up. Just port it back to my librarian.
Yeah, or just charge their face with it and just start shooting at it.
Yeah, oh my gosh, my force commander needs to go like 1,000,000 miles per hour to finish off this squad. Okay.
No problem, no problem.
The stormtroopers are just
Oh.
owning the power nodes there.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you don't actually build anything to counter them, or do anything to counter them. But I digress. It looks like he's going to end up going for Terminators and Terminator armor, considering he hasn't gotten any war gear on his Force Commander all game.
Yeah, he probably had that in mind from the start, since he hasn't gotten anything.
Yeah.
He might even go like
That's
Plasma Dev in this situation would be good. Just have your like scouts like stealthed in front of your Plasma Devs, and he just can own like all of these. These are all like, you know, little units. They're not vehicles. They'd get totally destroyed by a Plasma Dev. And he has like 600 float.
Yeah. And he's definitely not grabbing Terminators right now because he just spent the power on the Force Commander Terminator armor.
Ah, yeah, there you go.
So, like, just getting that dev really helps because that resources in his bank doesn't help him at all in this situation. And what he's doing is allowing Harry to build up a tier 2 army that can actually maybe fight this tier 3 army. So he's giving his opponent a window where there really shouldn't be one.
Yeah, that Force Commander though in that armor is ridiculous. It's gonna be pretty nuts.
Oh yeah.
Just like, oh hey, you have a power farm? Just wait 3 seconds, it's gone.
Yep, and pro tip, Assault Kit Stormtroopers don't do crap to Terminator armor. When those Terminators eventually come out.
Yeah, so he has two Assault Kits and 1 Melta. I just love the range on the Stormtroopers though. Like, that's my favorite part about it,
I love mixing them.
Still no flamethrower on the Force Commander though. How much power is it? I forget.
I don't know off the top of my head, man. But yeah, that would be a good call. There's no gen farm for him to, you know, insta wipe.
Yeah, that's true.
It still would be pretty.
But yeah, against all these like units, it's fine.
Yeah.
Cause he has teleport, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has teleport.
He just teleport in the middle of his blob and just flamethrower the ground.
Yup, and then just retreat. No big deal.
Exactly, just retreat. No big deal.
Also, to those watching, pardon our nubbery, nobody really gets Terminator armor, so I feel fully justified in not knowing all the stats for it.
Dude, everyone gets Terminator armor now. What are you talking about?
Well, lately, but it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Not
Be
since
gentle.
the days of the overpowered lightning claws, I think they were.
Still, but just both these devs are just like buddy-buddy system here.
Yeah, definitely on a move command. Oh, and here comes that plasma dev.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, as long as he keeps the scouts, there's nothing to really stop it, and he's gonna destroy.
Yep.
I mean, he has the flak jacket on the commissar, which is pretty cool. Except he doesn't have like a librarian or anything to execute.
Yeah, it's still really good against Space Marines though, especially setup teams, because you can just execute the guy with the gun, and they have to reset up.
That is true. And he has the what do you call it? Stubbornness.
Yeah. So he's at point blank with that dev, no big deal.
That commissar's actually proving to be like not so like pushover as I thought he'd be.
Yeah, he can be good once he gets all kitted out. Like, very good.
Yeah. Why is this dev over here? Jeez, what's going on?
Recon, dev.
I didn't even see him like creep up there, man.
It's just not something you would ever. It's a good move.
He's like, oh, you have a huge blob of unit? Oh my god, he just got hit by a fucking demo trap.
Yeah, you got a huge blob? Why shoot it from the front when you can flank around behind?
When you can get in melee range of everything.
Yeah. Oh, we got some Ogrins getting up in people's business right now.
Ogrins are a great
that
idea.
Seems like an interesting... You think it's a great idea? Fair enough.
Dude, he can go, like Bionic Eye if he wants. Does that still work?
Nah, they took off the speed buff.
Oh, but they still, like, don't get suppressed, right? Like, do they still walk through that?
Nah, they get suppressed.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, they walk through it, but they get suppressed. But between the setup teams and the plasma cannon, like, he already has all the counters he needs to take care of that. I mean, Ogrins are generally a good call in pretty much every single circumstance. They're just a little questionable here, in my estimation.
Yeah, I mean, I guess since the Bionic Eye thing doesn't work, because I'm used to playing Eldar against IG Commissar. Like, that's the last time I played Commissar, and he'd just do the Bionic Eye shit. Be like, oh, I have a platform. It doesn't matter, because Bionic Eye's happening, and you lose that platform.
That was a fun time.
That was terrible. There's mines everywhere. Love the mines.
Yeah. It's a pretty cost ineffective global, but since he's pretty much made the decision not to go tier 3 at this point, or at least not anytime soon, it's probably good to just use those globals now and get that red.
Yeah. Harry is pretty low on VPs, which he should be.
Yeah. Ooh, and we got those Terminators.
Yeah, the Terminator's finally out. Not Assault Terminators, just regular terms. Which I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, Flamer or Assault Cannon, you can't go wrong here, because the Assault Cannon will do great versus those Stormtroopers, and the Flamer will do amazing versus everything.
Yeah, but I mean, he has the Flamer already on the FC, or he could get it, you know?
No, he could get it, yeah. I mean, in this situation, I go Assault Cannon on the Terminators and Flamer on the Force Commander, but
Yeah.
that's just me.
I mean, all he has to do is just keep his devs in, like, good positions, not lose those Terminators to a demo.
Yeah, premature demo.
This Force Commander is, pretty low up there.
Little bold there, yeah. And he'll be, yeah, good, staying around for a bit and then retreating. Oh. Nah,
I thought I did.
Commander.
Oh, I thought the mines were gonna take him out. I guess not.
Yeah, they do no damage, basically.
Just these two devs, man. These two dev bros.
They're like dev.
They're buddies.
I'm not gonna call them buds. Oh, fair enough.
They have just been chilling,
They're
like,
just
side
hugging
by
each
side
other.
this entire match. Like, the entire time they haven't
Yeah,
looked in
what a
different
waste.
directions. Those tax
Ooh,
need
Harry
to
grabbed
get out of
the
here.
Power Fist on. Oh yeah, they gotta get out now. Especially with the calm with the Power Fist
Oh, yeah.
and Bionic Eye. Whew.
Oh, he doesn't have Bionic Eye, just Flak Jacket. Yeah, he can snipe
Black
it.
Jacket. Total mistake, but same idea.
Yeah, those tax are done. For no reason.
Yeah. Space Hulk just wasn't paying attention there. It happened.
No, he was
but
clearing
it
up
will
food.
cost him big time.
He was clearing up food.
Oh, really?
That's what he was doing, man. He needed some food for something.
I mean, fair enough.
Librarian, maybe? Don't think he was capped on food, but...
Yeah, he still doesn't have the resources for anything either.
Yeah.
So.
And he snipes the dev. Oh, but he loses the,
Yeah, the Assault
Commissar.
Cannon mows him down. That's the great thing about that war gear.
Dude,
It
Assault
just
Cannon's
mows
so
stuff
good,
down.
man.
Yeah. Oh, and these Ogrins are boned right now.
I don't know. I'm worried about that dev.
And look
Yeah,
what
there you
happens.
go. Those terms got it, like, terms down. They lost one.
Yeah.
Other two are really low.
He's really got to make sure those terms are focus firing the assault kit stormtroopers. Like they're kind of wasted on those guardsmen.
Yeah, still no flamer on the Force Commander.
Ooh,
But Scout's down.
Yeah, and they were in a bad position there. He was being very bold with how he was moving them, and Carrie had a nice flank going. And see, look,
These
they're not even
devs,
covering
man.
each other, and so to just throw in a quick note on the VPs, it's 257 for Space Hulk, holding 2 VPs, and Harry has 1 VP and 132 VPs left.
Alright, so Space Hulk isn't going to get any other units. I'm just going to throw that out there. But, I don't know. What about Harry?
I mean, Harry's pretty close to PopCap, isn't he? Yeah, he's at 90, so he can't really do much of anything at all in terms of that. He's got the force he's going to have unless he loses something. Meanwhile, Space Hulk, in between reinforcing these terms and, just keeping his squads on the field, has almost no resources.
Yeah, he has nothing.
Yeah, and he's kind of ceded map control to Harry at this point. Harry's even capturing that requisition that's on his side as well, which is pretty important.
Yeah, Rec at this point in the game is way more important than power, just for reinforce cost. Especially if you're losing terms.
Yeah. And I mean, Harry's had that middle rec point as well, and that's been fully matured for ages now. Like, he's definitely been clawing back with that economy.
It's double stormtroops
don't
chilling.
Do that, Space Hulk. He's getting a assault cannon on his force commander. Oh.
Yeah, definitely wouldn't go that. And he's also getting another scout squad.
Also...
He's probably just gonna stealth cap, maybe.
Yeah, stealth cap, and he kind of does need detection a bit.
Yeah, he needs detection, especially for that plasma dev. I mean, look at this right now.
Yeah, you got the assault stormtrooper gank squad. Although they could just probably turn around and give that scout squad.
Yep. Oh, he saw it. He caught it.
Yeah.
I would attack ground if I was him, just to be cautious.
Just around a corner or something like that. Oh, this is what he wanted. Look at those assault cannons.
But seriously, these devs, if he just uses these devs better, he would be in such a better situation right now. He has 2 assault cannon turns.
Over by this point.
Yeah, he can't charge through it with his Ograms. There's nothing he can do. He could volley one with his catechins, but there'd still be another one.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of just what happened.
Yeah.
But I think he kind of got lucky. But he lost his FC. His terms are rightfully so going after these stormtroopers.
Bad setup on these devs. He needed to split them more as he was retreating. And I'm not meaning to hate on Space Hulk. It's just frustrating to see him kind of let Harry get back into a game that he had already won.
Yeah, he's definitely a good player.
Clawing back. Harry's doing everything he needs to exploit the openings that Space Hulk has given him.
Yeah, seriously, what was he, tier 3 when he was still tier 2 with 2 squads down?
Oh, yeah.
Just shitting out stormtroopers.
Yeah, so many stormtroopers.
Killing his second Razorback when he totally shouldn't have been able to.
Yeah, he just left it unsupported.
There's so many mines everywhere, man.
Yeah, he is just going wild with that.
Those scouts have to be careful. Yeah, jeez.
Yeah, they're actually in a really bad spot.
And they might run over that on their way back, or they might go through the mid.
They're actually going to be fine.
Yeah, they'll go through mid.
If they would have picked a different retreat path, though, they would have been
dead.
So, I'm going to pitch something to you, and I want to get your thoughts on it. What if you didn't actually have the actual Terminators fight Guardsmen? Because he's been letting the Guardsmen with Plasma wear down their HP pretty hard. What if he just used those to hunt the Stormtroopers, if at all possible?
Yeah, I mean, that would work if he knew where they were. I mean, what I would do is I would just hide them behind the devs. Because they would just be able to suppress the storms and he wouldn't, have to deal with the plasma damage. And he'd be able to shit on, the Orgrams if they were, trying to, just run up through the suppress.
Yeah. Plus, that plasma dev can just, reach out and touch someone if they try and shoot from long range.
Yeah, but I like how he's using it here at this VP. Since plasma dev is usually like it's pretty vulnerable, so if it gets pushed off at this VP, it's no big deal. Just reset up instantly.
Yeah, but what he could have done earlier, now that he's lost that second dev, it's not possible. But just trying to lock down 2 VPs just with those devs and just holding fast with smart positioning could have worked out earlier on in the game.
I just like how this is like a freaking minefield coming back on this retreat path.
Yeah. That's so cool. And I mean, that says something too. Like, since those mines have been there so long, enough for a Harry to get 2 drops, like, Space Hulk hasn't even been able to walk through there at this point.
Yeah.
Harry's doing such a good job of pinning him back.
Yeah, Space Hulk.
I got a weird graphical weird graphical bug where the Force Commander is still spurting blood laying on the ground. It's pretty amusing.
Oh hey, I got that too. Poor guy.
Ooh, and down goes the plasma dev. It looks like Space Hulk's been saving for a while, though.
He might shit out a Land Raider, man. I don't know. Let's see. What is it, 200? 200 and what? How much wreck is a Land Raider?
I'd say around 800 if I had to guess.
So 8200. Yeah, I mean, you never know. I mean, I guess I'm gonna cheat and look at the time.
I don't know if he has the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough time.
It would be a pretty epic comeback if he got a Land Raider and won this, though, to be honest.
Yeah, he's probably going to go with the instant gratification of Terminators, though. If I had to guess. Ooh, these Terminators are in a bad spot.
Oh, but he just needs to just port behind the dev. It's already looking at the Orgrams.
Yes.
Oh, but the Flare, man. Oh, the Flares.
Such a good global. Why does he keep resetting it up? Just port and set it up. There we go. And they're clearing minefield.
And Scout died again? Yeah.
Yeah. How many Scout squads is that now?
I think that's his third. Dude, is this mine gonna kill a term? No.
He could have detonated it and maybe got one. But Harry's in such a good position right now.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Especially
he wins, dude.
Yep, pretty much.
What is this?
I mean, these hammer.
Oh, another term. Nice. Yeah, you're right. Another Terminator. Assault Terminator this time, but it's not going to do him very much good.
Yeah, especially with that Chim on the field, combined with those guardsmen, like,
yeah,
he can't effectively force that off at this point. Nice use of Inspire Terror on those terms to make them not very effective at all whatsoever.
Yeah, Commodus's actually holding up.
Yeah, with Stubbornness, he turns into an absolute beast. And that was a
drop pod?
Drop pod. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, those terms are done.
Yeah, that's a desperation. And there we go.
That's
GG.
it. That's a GG. Well, we saw a pretty good game. I mean, Harry came back, man. He came back.
Oh, yeah, big time. So, 2 quick questions for you as kind of an analysis guy. What was the one thing you saw that Space Hulk could have done better to seal the game earlier?
I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe I sound like a broken record now, but it's just the devs, man. Just, like, better use of the devs. It would have just, like, saved him squads in Tier 1 and 2. He would have saved both Razorbacks, you know, if he didn't lose one. Probably Scouts, I don't know. It just would have made him be able to power harass. Because at one point he had 2 devs and, you know, attack with Flamer. And he, like, nothing happened, I think, right?
He got 1 farm, but it was a very delayed process.
Yeah, but I mean, like, he could have set up his devs in such a way where he couldn't have been pushed off. Like, yeah, 1 Catachin isn't going to push off 2 devs. Like, sorry, it's not.
Yeah, no way in hell.
Especially with Commissar, he doesn't have Inquisition or, like, Root or stun.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, so second question then is what is the biggest thing that you think Harry did right to come back in that situation?
To be honest, I liked his Stormtrooper use. Like, he had so much float, and he used it. He didn't just keep it. Like, I've seen players, like, I've even done it myself. Just like, oh shit, like, I'm kind of like, I have in my mind a certain build I want to do, and I, like, stick to it no matter what. But he actually looked at what was going on, and he used his float. He had no gens. There wasn't really anything else to do. And he was able to gank the other Razorback. Like, it totally worked for him. It paid off. So I think that totally worked. It was a great move by Harry.
Yeah, awesome move by him. I gotta agree. Because that bank does nothing for you sitting in your resource bar, but even just turning it into squads that may not be the best for your circumstance, but are still on the field, is much better than having nothing at all.
Yeah, exactly. He couldn't have gotten really anything else. It was either like storms or like maybe a heavy weapons team. But he actually used his storms to actually like take out a vehicle, and that made it worth it.
Yeah, and those storms were such a big pain in the ass for Space Hulk that he even got an Assault Cannon Terminator squad instead of a Flamer squad. So that just shows how much of a good job he was doing with them and how he was putting his opponent in a bad state of mind.
Yeah, man. Got him on tilt. Got in his head.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, this was a nice game. I like watching it. It was enjoyable, and I think this is a pretty good first cast. I got to hang out with my buddy Black for a minute. So I hope you guys enjoy. Just leave comments or whatever. I don't know where I'm going to post this, but yeah, just let me know. I'm sorry I didn't have game sounds. It probably would have been better. It's just us talking, but you love us.
Gotta have something to improve on.
Exactly. It can't be perfect first time. But yeah, just let us know. Let us know how this is. So anyway, thanks guys. Hope to cast some more stuff pretty soon.
See you later, buds.
All right. Peace.